Alright guys, here's another day one jiu-jitsu warm-up that you're going to have to know from the time you start until forever. Okay, from white belt to black belt is a shrimp. This is something you should learn again on the first day you go to class. So the idea of a shrimp, first of all, is to push somebody or get somebody off of you. When you're in side mount, half guard, etc. You're using this basic position, okay, to understand how to move your hips, create motion and separation, okay, without doing the very basic push-up position. So most people, out of pure defense and not understanding what to do instinctually, will push people straight off of them, okay, directly up. Instead, a shrimp is to create an angle and a motion to push somebody's weight off of you and create more leverage in a more efficient manner, all right? So we have Sophia in kind of our basic shrimping position. Some of the first things she's going to do, okay, is keep her elbows in, both her legs are planted on the mat. Sophia's going to give me a bent leg and a straight leg, okay? Sophia's then going to look to rotate towards her straight leg. So as she rotates, she's going to then look to extend both her arms together while pushing off of her bent leg to generate leverage, as if she's pushing somebody off of her. Then she's going to rotate her shoulders back to the mat, bringing both her legs back to the stationary position where they're bent, and then she's going to alternate bent leg, straight leg. Again, the point of this is that the bent leg is what she's actually going to physically push off of, and then rotate and kind of crunch her body into what we call like a shrimp position. Okay? Then she's going to come back to stationary position, both her feet are planted, bent leg, straight leg. Every time she does this, continue, okay, she's just generating momentum and power. Okay, she's always able to quickly move her body and get into this shrimping position. It's very important too that she's extending her arms and keeping her elbows in as she does this. Okay, as if somebody was on top of her inside mount and trying to hold her down. All right. So now Sophia's just going to do a very basic shrimp in a straight line, just a couple of them. So go ahead, Sophia. She's extending her body, she's rotating, and she's sliding across the mat, but she's also launching her side, which is very important. Thanks, Sophia. Okay guys, another basic solo drill that you can do at home, which is also part of our warm-up, okay, so basic forward roll, something that you also learn on the first day of jiu-jitsu, alright? The idea of this too is that with jiu-jitsu and grappling in general, there's a lot of motions and positions where you're going to have to roll out of them, and you want to do it in a safe manner. So we're going to cover this with Sophia. So we're going to start on our knees today, because this is a very safe way of doing a forward roll, so we can come center. Okay. Some of the basic things and kind of like the do's and don'ts. The don'ts on a forward roll are not to roll directly over your head. Okay, that's how you kind of stack yourself and hurt your neck. Instead, what you're going to want to do is you're typically will post on one hand, okay, to kind of keep yourself up and brace yourself. And then your other hand, you're going to kind of throw it through your armpit. And as you roll, you really want to hit the point of your shoulder, and you will hit the side of your neck a little bit. You're not going to stack yourself on your head. Okay? The hardest part of this is if you're not very coordinated, it's just trying to keep your body centered. Alright, so as you roll, your body naturally wants to twist and turn, and instead try to keep it as centered as possible. So in slow motion, Sophia's going to throw her shoulder to the mat, roll forward, and reset. Okay? And once you reset, you want to get back up into your rolling position as quick as possible, which is just kind of your standard position on your knees, or kind of staggered up to one leg. So again, Sophia, she's going to post on her hand, she's going to throw the hand through the armpit, sit right up, and end up in a resetting position, okay, standard spot. So one more time, in slow motion, she posts, she rolls, and she ends up in kind of that staggered position, ready to go again. This time in real speed. One more. Awesome. And again, that is your basic forward roll. Okay guys, another basic solo drill and fundamental warm-up that you're going to do in jiu-jitsu is a backwards roll. Similar to the forward roll, we want to try to not hit directly on the top of our head or stack our entire neck. We want to hit the side of our shoulder and the side of our neck. Okay, so Sophia, go down. So first thing you're going to see Sophia do as a beginner is keep her feet planted. Okay, she doesn't have herself on her heels or on the top of her foot. She's going to post on her hands and kind of bring her energy forward. She needs momentum in the very beginning. So she's going to kind of push forward, and then as she goes back to start going over her shoulder and roll, she's going to bring her knees to her chest and post on her hands. So as she posts, she's going to pick a side to roll over and then reset. Come forward again. So again, you always want to end up how you started. All right, so when you finish, you want to be in the same position as you started. So Sophia's gonna shoot her weight forward. As she rocks back, her knees come to her chest. She uses her hands kind of as a steering wheel to kind of guide her over whatever side she wants to hit her shoulder on. Reset again, try to go a little slower. So knees to the chest, big arms. She posts and she decides to roll over her shoulder. Notice how she hits her right shoulder and the right side of her neck, and then she resets onto her feet. Again, one more time. Following momentum, slow motion, she rocks, hands come out, she hits her shoulder. Notice how she's on her toes, but then she comes down flat to her feet. Okay, very important detail. Okay guys, the next basic warm-up we're going to do is a basic warm-up that you're going to also have a part of your fundamental kind of line drill first day jiu-jitsu warm-up. It's called a monkey push-up, okay? So this is just going to kind of put together a basic push-up and also some mobility, all right? So we're going to use Sophia as an example for this, okay? So Sophia's now going to go into a push-up position. From her push-up position, she's just going to do her first push-up. She's then going to look to load her hips up. She's going to hop forward, walk her hands forward, go right into a push-up, and then repeat the motion again. Thanks, Sophia. So typically, when we do a monkey push-up, okay, we typically do it in a line, but because you might not have a lot of space at home or wherever you're doing this, you can just do these for reps, okay? You can very simply do 10, maybe 15. You can go maybe one side down your room, okay, your living room, and then just reset and start again, okay? Basic monkey push-up. Load the hips up, hop, hit your push-up, and finish. That's your basic monkey push-up.